Abby and I thought today would be the perfect day. It's overcast and just feels great out to show you this brand new FMS Atlas 6x6. This thing looks really cool, and I opened it to do, charge batteries and stuff, put batteries in the radio, and I was so impressed with my unboxing experience that I wanted to share it with you, so let's get right to it. Unbox this really fast, which doesn't happen that often on things in this price point, and then we're gonna run it on the hill and the surrounding areas and see how it does. I think you're gonna be impressed. I think this is a box for a truck worth keeping. It doesn't happen very often. You know, we get drones and things that come in cool boxes, but not trucks. This is a very, very nice, dense foam, a case, okay? To me, this isn't a box that should be thrown away. This is a case to be kept. So you've got your instructions that come with a few spare parts in here and a few tools, very basic, but just standard for this price vehicle. This wasn't in here when I charged it, but the USB charge cable is actually very nice. It has a green light when it's done charging and a red light when it's charging. I like that a lot. You'd be surprised that a lot of chargers don't go to the lengths that one did. And then this is the radio. Now, this is a newer style of radio that's out in about the last year or so. The reason I like it is because of this pistol grip style. The batteries actually go in here for AAAs. I do wish they were AAs just because they're more common. And then this just snaps in place, and it's like any other radio. It's big enough for my large hands. I like it. It feels good. Trim functions, on, off, lights. I like it. That's a good little radio. And here's the truck, okay? In that nice case. Keep your case. I like this thing. It comes in a couple different colors. I like the flat matte colors. They're not very glossy. It makes it look more rugged, and I really like the design of this. For a 6x6, it should be actually 6-wheel drive, and we'll test that when we power on. The headlights function. The tail lights function. They should be red. We have a usable spare tire here. The tires feel nice and soft. It should be a good crawler. And then under here is where our battery goes. This pops up just like we see on full scale vehicles. Unfortunately, that's the farthest they can get it to go. So you have to have, a little bit of patience when you're charging your battery. It's held on with a magnet. That little guy functions with a magnet. Super cool. The toolbox pops open and closed, which is really cool. You can put some small things in there, maybe a spare battery. But I like this setup. Of course, this is brushed, and for the price point, they got to do a few things to keep the costs low, but I really like how this looks. Abby and I don't have a lot of 6x6 things, especially that work well and are small and hobby grade, so this is going to be a keeper, at the very least a shelf queen. We just want it to run well too. All those independent shocks, they're not oil filled, but they are nice and pretty smooth. So what do you guys think? Will it be able to climb the hill? Let's find out. Plug in the battery. There's a little on-off switch in there that seemed to be waterproofed, and the headlights look really good. I like the tint and the color to them. Sometimes that's a big deal. You don't want them to be like light blue on this color. That wouldn't look good. I like it. They look really good. So it's full functionality.
At this point, this looks so good. If it doesn't perform well, I'm going to be kind of sad.
Me too. Obviously, this has completely proportional steering and throttle. Here's the 6-wheel drive. There it is. Nice. And it's fully proportional, which means that we have variable throttle. We can just give it a little bit of juice if we want to go really slow, and all the way full throttle is nice and fast. It sounds good. Let's drive it. Yeah, this is gonna be good. The only thing this has going against it is its size for the hill. So I think this is what, 16th scale, Abby?
It's very small.
Now let's go full throttle. I want you guys to realize this is a crawler, so there's full throttle, okay? We're not getting any kind of records on speed here. This is just a fun scale little crawler, but it looks so cool. Oh, I'd like to see smoke coming out of those smokestacks.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if it's going to be able to power through this thick grass or not. It did. So the gearing is pretty good on here. I don't know, Abby. This is a pretty epic hill for such a small little crawler. We will find out. It is digging in. There we go. Just have to find the right path. sometimes just a little twig is all it takes to stop this going the wrong way. Oh, it looks like some water has eroded our hill here in the middle, which is kind of a fun challenge for a small crawler like this. Now, I don't know if the grass is helping it or hurting it. We're going to find out because we just made it through the grass. It's either going to power through this or slip and slide. Oh, there, those are loose, dry rocks. Wow. We are over halfway up the hill. Kind of going at an angle here. Oh, this is going to be close, Abby. I just don't know. Gotta find some spots that are not eroding. Inch by inch, we're making it. Trying to get sideways up the hill.
You lost some ground right there.
I did. And even more there. Trying to hit that. These rocks seem to not slide away as bad. Oh man, we may have hit our limit. I'm trying to go left on the hill more. There we go. There we go. It's climbing up through this little valley nicely. Oh, I just want to help it and get like just about half a foot up the hill. There we go. Okay, we're almost at the peak. This is where it isn't quite as steep. There it is. There it is. I think we're gonna make it once we hit these roots.
We did it! Nice.
Yeah.
Now I'm sweating a little bit.
I can't even make it up the hill. I mean, it made it though. That little tiny 6-wheel drive crawler made it. Look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Had to choose the right path and powered up there. Now that's very cool that it made it. Look at those lights. As you said, this one looks so good. Even if it doesn't perform well, we like it. Well, you want to kind of drive it around and get a little bit of scale trailing going up here?
Yeah, I'd love to drive it around. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Back needs a break.
Yeah, it's not fun being the camera person when you're doing crawlers. Does anybody know why? This thing just looks cool. Okay, we got a quick phone call. Sorry about the little pause there. Abby, I'm walking on some fire ants here, I think. Love how this truck looks. I think that's what we were talking about when we took that phone call. Oh, you hit a little stump.
I did.
Yeah, tiny little thing. That's the fun thing about crawling with a smaller truck is your normal crawling space that you use for your 10th scale crawlers just amplifies in coolness when you get a small crawler out, because there are new roads and new paths that you can take with a smaller vehicle like this that they're not even a road for a 10th scale crawler. The one thing I'll say about this versus like a standard 4-wheel drive crawler is the turns are just a little bit wider, and that takes a minute to get used to. But what a cool truck. There you go, Abby. Nice. Wouldn't this one look cool with the smokestacks? Yeah. Wish they made a smaller version of the smoke machine that I have. That's what they need to make next. I mean, it's amazing they have a 10th scale one, but I could see hollowing out those pipes and getting smoke to pump through them. That'd be really cool. Would be really cool. I could take my 10th scale one and put it on the inside. Hold on a second. I could take my 10th scale smoke machine, put it on the inside of this, replace these stacks with like rubber hose, or if I was really good, I could drill out the middle of it, and then I could split the 10th scale smoke machine on the inside and get it to divide the smoke to come out evenly on both sides. Wouldn't that be cool?
Fancy.
That would be awesome. If I didn't plan on having a video out in the next day or two, that would be my project. I think the front of this truck is where it looks the coolest too.
I like seeing the back wheels go over stuff.
Yeah, it does look cool. Just cruising right along. That's what this hobby is all about. Just getting out and enjoying your outdoor space. But this one's actually small enough you could crawl inside with it too. Yeah. This thing is cool.
This is probably one of the best 6-wheel drive things we've ever had.
I agree.
For sure.
We don't own the axial one.
No, we don't own that.
So
We own a few of them, a few 6-wheel drive things. One of them being the 12428
Yep.
6-wheel drive.
Yep.
I'd like to see more than
I do
that.
too. So remember, there is a, I'm calling this red, but it's really like maroon, and a blue one, I think. So you tell us which one is your favorite. We'll have them both linked in the description box below if you want to pick one up for yourself. Do you guys even care about the case like I do? Or am I making a big deal out of nothing? Abby sometimes makes fun of me with my boxes and cases, but I like it. When it's worth pointing out, I point it out. Well, I'm a huge fan of this, Abby. This was one of those vehicles that could have gone either way. It might have had a nice presentation with the box and the unboxing to distract from a potential bad product, but that is not the case with this. This is in fact awesome. I really like it. And I wasn't sure if it would be strong enough to power through the tall grass and up the big hill. We've seen some things that have either not been strong enough to make it up the hill, they just can't climb it because of the motor being too weak. And we've also seen things that have too firm of tires and not enough grip, and they just can't make it up the hill. This struggled a bit, but with enough path finding and side scaling up the hill, we made it, and I'm impressed. And then when we got to the top of the hill, just this easy stuff, it was very impressive and looked really good. I love those lights. For the price, this thing is awesome. You've got a little bit of a functioning bed back here, which you don't get a lot of times on crawlers, and I like that. You can put some small things in there. Your little toolbox could hold your spare battery while you're out running. And remember, it just mounts right in here in the battery tray. This is a big winner in my book, from start to finish. I absolutely love this, and I think we could probably confidently classify this as the best budget 6-wheel drive crawler we've ever seen. Yeah, confidently. For getting out today and having a good time and beating a little bit of the heat and getting to share this
And
experience.
rain, probably.
Yeah, holding off on the rain too. I just want to thank God. It's been an awesome day for that, and it's very cool. I also want to say a huge thanks to our Patreon supporters. You guys know, without you, we wouldn't have the channel that we have. And if you've ever been considering supporting us, but you're not exactly sure if now's the time to or not, I'd like to encourage you, because we'll send you some TheRcSaylor stickers. Only way in the world you can currently get stickers that are branded officially by the TheRcSaylors. Abby is always hard at work getting those stickers out to you guys. Before we go, we should have a video of another 6-wheel drive vehicle popping up right about now. I think you'll find that this one beats that one big time. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye!